I'm back after like 2 months maybe of not posting a video. I haven't even posted a video since I got home. Like, this is embarrassing. Yeah, a lot's happened since. I don't know why I didn't just, I always think I should make a video tomorrow, and then I'm always like, I don't have any good ideas, or I just forgot. And it just got putting off, and I just never had any good ideas, and it was bad. But a lot's happened since my last video. I, passed my first year of college, what up? And I laid around the house a lot, and I auditioned for, got into, and started work on a show, and I started work period, and got a haircut. I tried dyeing my hair, but you can't really tell. It was a little bit red at one point, and just, not a lot. But yeah, I started work last week. That's crazy. I have crazy students. I could go on about them for a long time. And I started Rent also last week, rehearsals for. For those of you who are unaware, I am basically the big sassy black woman of Rent. As apparently I am the big sassy black woman in my life. Who knew? But I am the angry homeless woman, and the coat vendor, and the soloist for Seasons of Love, which means the next month of my life will be spent stressing over one single high C. So, that's fun. My family can probably hear me talking to myself and think that I'm crazy. Oh well. So, finally, I have an idea for video. Literally, I have tried to make videos before. There's footage of me trying to film myself driving in the car, and I couldn't figure out where to prop up my camera, and it just didn't work. But today, I have an actual idea that Katie and Sarah were present with for my inspiration. For those of you who are unaware, I tend to carry around very large purses. And it has recently become very apparent that I am just straight up rocking a Mary Poppins bag. Because what tends to happen is I'll think of something that I want for an event, just in case I need it or I know I'll need it. So I'll grab it and put it in my purse, because my purse is big enough that I can carry it. And then I'm like, well, I might need that at another point in time, so I'll just leave it in there. And I actually surprisingly do use this stuff. But it's gotten kind of sick. So today, well, tonight, because it's 10 o'clock at night, we're going to pour out my purse and go through all the weird stuff that's in it. Just so you know, there will be one item in there that I added, and you have to figure out which one it is. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, I'm gonna have to vacuum. Okay, well, I gotta get all the pockets. Like that. Oh, that. And then, if there's any in that one. Alright. Empty. We'll start with probably the weirdest item. Easy Mac. Let's close the door. Easy Mac lives in my purse. I explained this to Sarah and Katie the other day. Because when I work, I have lunch. And sometimes I don't want to leave work to go get lunch. And sometimes I didn't pack lunch that day. So I have Easy Mac permanently in my purse in case I'm feeling lazy and I can survive off of this for lunch. It's only happened once so far in my 2 weeks, because I don't eat breakfast, and by noon I'm really, really hungry. But that's in case of emergency. And then, somewhere in here, one plastic spoon, and I do believe there are two. Here's two. I don't know how I ended up with two. I remember getting one for the mac and cheese. I don't know if I did that once before, and that's how I have two, but I have two. This, they're coming out, I should find a better bag for them, are little, like napkin things that I sometimes use as tissues, that have a little C on them. They're really cute. They were from my big, Daniela, when I was cleaning up my dorm room. I just kind of threw stiff stuff like this in my purse, because I know napkins are useful. I actually should have realized I had this in my purse today when I didn't have any napkins for my meatball sub. No, maybe I'll remember that. Umbrella, always useful. This one's broken, but works. This one's a new addition. We went to a baseball game the other day. Katie was there, and we put it in my purse, and I was just like, hey, that can stay. Might need it. A comb. We got our portraits taken recently, and I didn't actually use this, but I threw it in my bag in case, you know, my bags were new and I was nervous. What's this piece of paper? Oh! My callback slip from Rent. I was called back for Joanne and Maureen, the lesbians. Did not get either part, obviously, but you know, all is well. This is a tissue. I don't think it's a used tissue, but it's, yeah, it's a clean tissue. That's all beat up that I think is just going to get thrown away. Some Regal movie passes, useful. My ticket from the baseball game the other day. iPod speakers, always useful. Headband, don't use often, but still like to know it's there. Kindle, my best friend at work when I'm bored and don't want to talk to the people I work with, or they're sleeping, or whatever. I've been reading World War Z, pretty epic, but I'm getting through it very slowly. This thing has something to do with this, but I can't figure out how it goes back on, because I know it was attached at some point. I just can't figure out how. So that's my current challenge. Pitch pipe. Always needed in my purse as of like 2 years ago in maths, I guess, when we started doing things on our own. And I don't know, it just kind of became a thing to keep this in my purse in case we ever needed it. Inhaler. That's probably long expired. I don't know if it still works, but I have mild exercise-induced asthma that I will occasionally pull this out for. Last time was at Bounceplex, the trampoline place at school. That place was exhausting, and I couldn't breathe. A appointment card for my next dental appointment, January 16th, 2013, so that's like 6 months away, more than. So I'll probably just throw those out because they'll call and remind me. Kindle charger. I like to keep my chargers in my purse because I tend to kill batteries often, and to have them on hand is useful, and my purse is always at home. Wait, this was also, maybe this will help solve the quandary of how this was ever attached to this, because I hadn't tried to use this piece yet, but it's a puzzle I will someday solve. Possibly, okay, that's what's open, so we're going to close out. Some pretzels that have been living in my bag since I started work, in case I needed a snack. Camera, self-explanatory, might need it. Pens, the usual. Pencils, I don't know, I had 2 of each, but I do. Calculator. This ended up in my purse when I was tutoring an 8th grade boy in algebra. I thought maybe I'd need it. Threw it in my purse, never took it out. Probably could take it out, but now I just don't feel like finding another place for it. So, it could come in handy. That's another dirty napkin. Some Band-Aids. I think I have a bag of Band-Aids. This should be inside. I did have issues with my shoes giving me blisters, so that's not actually why I have a baggie of Band-Aids. Again, this is a situation where I had it for one particular event and then just thought they'd be useful to have. But yeah, they're not for like cuts or anything, they're for blisters from shoes. I also have a little baggie of Aleve that has probably been in here way too long. A couple of them are broken, but I'll probably still keep them in there. Maybe get a new bag for them, but I like having some Aleve in my bag. Neosporin is a thing that came to live in my bag when I had like my infection in my lip and like different things, and it's come in handy a couple times, so I like having it there. This purse is like this weird miscellaneous purse that's kind of mostly for travel and banking. I don't know why those two things are put together in one, but like in here are all of the ticket stubs, I think, from my many train trips to Selinsgrove or from Selinsgrove to home, and also gift cards from Disney from our senior week trip that I think are maxed out, hopefully. I used all of that, I think. And like random probably expired gift cards and other such things. empty Vera bag. I used to use this much more often, but whenever I'm going into someplace and I think I only need like my cell phone, my wallet, not any pockets, I pull this out and take the important things and leave my purse in the car. Very useful. Okay, this is the camera case that came like on a bundle deal with my camera. That's like really unattractive and doesn't work very well for holding everything that came with it. Battery for the camera. But it's large and holds enough. I can't put my camera in there with all the stuff, but having all the other stuff there is good. Sunglasses, always useful. Hair clip. Now, this normally has a hair tie around it, but at work I tend to use multiple hair ties. So that's over on the dresser because I showered. But this always has the hair tie around it because whenever I'm hot, hair tie, hair clip, the standby hairdo for when I get really, really hot. We've got Cars chapstick here that is probably as old as when the first Cars movie came out. I don't know, but there's plenty in there. Smells not bad. Still works. Fine by me. I can make chapstick last for a while without losing it. Something I'm vastly proud of. Just like with this tube, my favorite tube of chapstick, that is old as hell. Like, I can't tell you how old this is, but it's really old. But it smells really good. It's vanilla mint. And I will not let this thing go anytime soon. That thing's old. Little dancer bag with girly things we don't need to show. iPod. And iPod Touch that I can't seem to get my music to go on, but can grab the internet on Wi-Fi and things if I ever charged it. So I like having that. The rubber doohickey from my old earphones that I think I'm going to throw out now because I got new ones. And socks. The socks were added recently when I was going somewhere. I don't think it was bowling, but it was rehearsal. I was going in flip-flops, and I thought if I had to do any kind of dancing movement, socks would at least be an improvement from bare feet. Some movie ticket stubs. Okay, wait, first. What is this? Oh, J&J. Okay, that's important. That's where I did some temping, well, one temp job, where it was my job to pretend to be busy. Because they had clients coming in and they wanted to impress and have more workers there. So I played around in their sample, fake system, making stuff up about fake car accidents. I put some of your names in there, I think, or variations on them. It was 6 hours that I was doing. No, maybe 5. I don't know. It was a really long time and really boring. But that was my one temp job. This is unreadable. Is it? I think it's something from when I went to the Hunger Games at Penn State. I think it might be my ticket, but you can barely read The Hunger. Speaking of ticket stubs, I also have my ticket stub from the Avengers. Awesome. Cabin in the Woods, Joss Whedon theme happening here. And Hunger Games, because I saw that again. So, good movies right there. If you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods, you really need to because it's awesome and brilliant. And there's the rest of the Hunger Games thing. Makes the little monkey. Got ripped in half. And last but not least, I've had this in my purse for a while now, saving it for, I think, a video. At some point I want to use this in a video. But it's got a Scooby-Doo packaging. But these are candy cigarettes. Just 2 of them in there. I got them at tracks at school at a 90s night or cartoons night or something. I don't know. But I've been saving them for a rainy day. And I've yet to use them. So I need to vacuum this. And that is my Mary Poppins bag. This video is probably really long because I have that much stuff in my bag. I'm going to try really hard to post more videos. I'm sorry. I was trying to think of a way to punish myself because I am willingly putting myself forth for punishment. I get veto power if you guys have any suggestions, but I'm willing to sacrifice my pride and do something because I have utterly failed. But I'm back and hopefully not going away again. So I hope you all are having a good week, and I hope to see some of you guys making a return too. Bye! And that's boring, and so I thought I would use the time wisely. Okay, it's not gonna work, is it?